Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today it's a great pleasure to be with Duncan Ferguson and with Francesco Nozza of Epson, of course. We're here at Drupa, first show for 8 years. The show now has, and is moving towards a textile bias. Yeah, and you have here the ML-13000. 13,000L. So I would absolutely love to hear all about that, what it brings to market, the reason for its existence, and yeah, what this machine's capable of, really.
Okay.
Great.
Well, do you want to start by talking about the machine?
Please start, and then we talk about the machine. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start. So a little bit of background. So the Monna Lisa family of products has been in the market now over 20 years.
Yes.
And to begin with, we basically copied the existing process, but with digital technology and with traditional textile inks.
Yep.
Okay. So now what we're looking at is how do we change that business model? How do we revolutionize it in order to address some of the issues in the market? So reshoring, sustainability, etc. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what we've done with the ML-13000 is we basically brought the pre and the post treatment in line.
Yep.
You know, and that's the key. So that it's a pigment printer, and the idea is with those fluids. So we have 3, 1 pre and 2 post treatment fluids. With those, we can make a real difference in the way that you use pigment ink. You use on a much wider range of substrates, and by tailoring those fluids, you can get quality feel, wash fastness, etc. And you can get whatever you want. That's the theory anyway.
That's so important, isn't it? Because you're using this machine for fashion, potentially, as a printer. You're also using it for decor. So it's for fashion, you want a lovely light handle. For decor, you want more stability because you're looking for drape. Being able to fine-tune that in one machine is without all of the normal textile auxiliary processes.
Exactly.
It's so important, Francesco.
Yes, exactly. Machine was designed by Epson to offer to the market all-in-line solution. All-in-line solution with the concept to avoid to use pre and post equipment. It means that in this way we can support to the customer in terms of flexibility, in terms of delivery time, labor cost, and in terms of environment. Because why environment? Because with the one inline process we are reducing water consumption and we are reducing the chemical consumption. Yes. Because one of the important things is that the chemical is released on the fabric just where you need. So it means that you are applying the chemical in a less comparing to the traditional digital printing like a pigment in the market.
You're using as little chemistry everywhere, whether it's ink or coatings, aren't you? Really. And at the end of the day, ultimately, that demands less energy throughout, all the way through, because you're creating a product that's much drier, really, towards the end as well. You know, we're talking wet, but you've got a much drier product at the other end because you're controlling its moisture levels.
Well, that, and of course you're taking so much water out of the process because effectively you're creating a dry process by involving those treatment fluids in the jetting process together with the ink. So, and as Francesco said, that's the key to making it a more sustainable proposition than the traditional printing, and definitely more than the traditional dyeing process. Yeah.
And I guess curing wise as well, you've got incredible, control of dwell, control of heat, and everything as it cures through towards the other end of the
by
machinery.
the software, by our RIP, as a software RIP, we are able to create the right profile and use the right quantity of ink and the right quantity of chemical where really needed.
And the consumer, can they land on all of that data now with technology, with software? They can see all of those statistics?
Yes. One of the important development that we have, especially on ML-13000 as well, and other Monna Lisa Epson line, is the port. The port is our software where the customer can control daily all the production in terms of ink consumption, in terms of productivity, in terms of downtime. So it is what we are proposing to the customer to be also more aligned with the machine and more flexible.
We have to be able to give the customer the information they need in the future, don't we? We're like steps away from digital product passports, regulation, legislation throughout Europe, throughout the world eventually. is so important that everybody knows exactly what is involved in every metre of fabric that we produce, from the material all the way through the supply chain to the final retail store as well.
Let me say that our chemical and our ink are approved and certificated by GOTS, by EcoPassport, so all the certifications are available. It means that we are aligned with especially customer and the regulation request.
And a beautiful ink yield as well here. You know, the Epson inks, the Genesta inks, are renowned for their wonderful colour gamut across multiple fabrics. Huge vibrancy, light colours, graduated tones. You've got the whole arc, haven't you? You've done a lot of work there. Yeah.
Yes, what the market recognized to us, yes, is the proper inks line that we are proposing to the market with vibrant colors, deepness, especially let me say that also the penetration into the fabric with our ink is fantastic. There are customers that are really happy about the penetration and double side that we can achieve with a certain profile and the right ink.
Again, you know, having the nuances, being able to control those nuances, because customers do want push through, but equally customers don't. On the lighter fabrics, you don't want to waste it, you just want to put as little as possible on there to give you exactly what you need. So just being able to have that fine control with simplicity is so important for the industry, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's a sort of combination of all the technologies working together. So you have the Genesta ring, but you also have the precision core print head, so the latest generation of Epson print head, which really gives that incredible fine drop control. You know, that leads you not using more ink than you actually need.
Absolutely. You know, you're doing consistent blotches with no contaminant, nothing, absolute solid blotches across really strong geometrics, across dark colours. I've seen those myself. Those are not easy to print in digital. They're not. They're still not. But you're smashing it.
Yes, exactly. What we are proposing to the customer is not like just a machine. We are proposing a package.
Yes.
We are building machine. We are building heads, and we are producing ink. We have our demo center in Como that is able also to support the customer in terms of pre and post. So with this package, the customer is more confident to use the machine and to achieve the proper result.
That's great. Well, gentlemen, you've taken up a lot of your time. Thank you so much. Wonderful seeing the machine. Look forward to seeing it in action in locations all over the world soon. Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For your time.
Thank you so much.
And thank you everybody for tuning in today.